Hello, everyone. We're going to get started here in about 1 minute. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be going over what AI can do for you in the e-commerce business and space. My name's Colin Body. I'm the account executive here at TheCommerceShop. I've been in the e-commerce game for quite a while now, both B2B and excuse me, B2C. And definitely have a personal interest in AI myself. Joined today with my colleague Karthik. He is our solutions architect. He's also been in the e-commerce industry for over 15 years. Personally developed some industry-leading AI chatbots and conversion tools. So he's going to be leading us today. So today we're basically just going to be going over some basics of AI. I'm sure everyone has, is familiar with ChatGPT and has heard everything in the news lately. But we're going to be focusing today on how AI is going to transform e-commerce in the future and really, what it's doing right now. So basically, we're going to drill down on the customer experience of AI, the CRO or the conversion rate optimization that it can do for e-commerce, the sales and marketing side of AI, and business operations and how it's going to actually impact those. And with that, I'm going to send it over to, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Colin. Yeah, we can hear you. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
I'm going to send it over to Karthik here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Can you put, if you could hear me, can you put on the chat? Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for joining the call today. So before I start, I just wanted to let you know we are also recording this webinar. So at the end of the call, we'll be sharing the recording as well as the material that the presentation that we are showing today. To start with, most of us will be already knowing this, but we just wanted to give a basics about AI. AI is basically artificial intelligence. It refers to the simulation or of a human intelligence through machines, where we can program machines to make it think like humans, especially the cognitive functions in the areas of learning, problem solving, reasoning, and decision making. So recently, after the invent of generative AI, like through ChatGPT, Google bots, and other different AI engines that being introduced day to day on markets, it started now being used widely by many of the audiences, consumers, customers, and it's become more commercial after the improvement on the generative AI side. So there are lots of things goes behind AI called from the techniques perspective, like machine learning, deep learning, neural networks. So we are not going to go into the details of the technicalities on this webinar. So this is more to keep it simple on the e-commerce side, how we can make use of all these technologies on your day-to-day e-commerce business. Like starting from content creation or image generations or data augmentations or like fraud detection, or we can leverage these AI tools and techniques on our day-to-day activities. So that is the overall concept of this webinar. That is what we are going to talk today mostly. Okay. And during this course of time, since many have joined, we have muted everyone. So if you have any questions or any other conversations that you wanted to make, you can put it on the chat. We will be able to address through as best through our knowledge. We'll be able to answer your questions. Okay. So here we are just wanted to give you some statistics and numbers, like where to give you an idea about where AI is heading towards on the e-commerce business. So currently, 51% of e-commerce businesses, the top e-commerce businesses who are like doing more than like 5 million in sales, have already started deploying AI tools to some extent. So, and this number is expected to grow by 76% by 2025. And also, like 84% of the e-commerce businesses are already exploring these AI solutions, whether how they can use into their businesses, and they are also trying to give this as a top priority. And out of all these tools, AI chatbots alone accounts for 102 billion in retail sales by 2023, end of 2023. And the conversational AI through AI chatbots is expected to increase the sales by 67% in the coming years. Okay. Like also the other stat says the product recommendations that you're currently giving on your e-commerce websites can increase your conversion rates if you're giving more personalized product recommendations through those AI-powered engines. And similarly, pricing and fraud detection can also, we could see some numbers there. The price, I mean, they can increase your customer satisfaction and conversions by certain percentage here. Okay. So these are some general statistics and numbers at the current stage, and AI is evolving rapidly. So these numbers will definitely go high in the coming years. Okay. So coming back to our crux of the webinar, so how AI is transforming e-commerce and how we can use that in our day-to-day businesses or operations in our e-commerce websites. So we are going to cover mostly 4 elements in this webinar, which starting from customer experience, conversion improvements, sales and marketing, and business operations. So first, we'll talk about customer experience. So customer experience, when someone comes to, and it can be on your, if you have an e-commerce website, or if you are having a kind of a brick and mortar store, or if you're doing B2B businesses, so B2C rather than B2C. So most of these things applies for all these segments, but I will explain, in each scenario of which this can be applied. So starting from personalized recommendations. AI can be used to recommend products to customers based on their past purchase history, browsing behaviors, and other data points. This can help businesses to increase sales and improve customer satisfaction. And we also talked about chatbots. AI chatbots can use to provide a 24/7 customer support, which is a very high challenging kind of a support or service that can be provided by many of the e-commerce businesses. Due to for certain reasons like human power or the availability issues. So that can be resolved through this AI chatbots. Like adding it continuously evolves itself by feeding it with proper FAQs, like frequently asked questions, and based on the other customer questions that it constantly gets, it can reinforce itself and it can evolve itself, and in few span of time AI chatbots can take any questions and give the best answers like how humans can do. So there are lots of research and and models have been created, and this is exponentially growing. The usage of AI chatbots has been rapidly started increasing in most of the e-commerce websites. And the other important thing is virtual assistants. AI virtual assistants can, it's like someone goes to a showroom, assistant, a showkeeper or a show. And can walk us through the showroom and discuss about the products. And similar to that, we can create an experience on our e-commerce websites where we can add an virtual assistant. The virtual assistant will guide the customer in their entire journey, or like from the moment they have came to our website till they exit. This virtual assistants can help them on the customer journey. They can ask them the right questions, and based on the answers they provide, they can take them to a specific, more prospective product page, or they can take them to a different blog or what might answer their question. So adding a virtual assistant is something that's going to be happening, and we have seen some of our customers are already started doing this, like adding a product finder quiz, product discovery quiz assistants, on their website. So this has also been something we started implementing for some of our e-commerce businesses. And sentimental analysis. So basically, AI can be used to analyze customer feedback and sentiments. This can also help businesses to improve the customers to understand what they are thinking on their products or services, and they can take actions according to the customer sentiments. And the other important thing where your customer experience can be improved, or even from the business operation perspective, is fraud detection. So AI can detect frauds, other bots that are trying to, add data, or, trying to extract data. So this can help the businesses reduce the fraud losses and protect their customers as well. Like, from credit card frauds and all those kind of frauds. And pricing. So this is more for, both for B2B and B2C businesses, especially when it comes to B2B kind of businesses, where you put more competitive dynamic pricing for your end retailers or customers. So AI can be used to set prices for products, considering lots of different factors, like the competition pricing, or any environmental changes or logistic changes, or some anticipated predictions that it makes. So we can feed lots of inputs to it, and based on all this data, it can dynamically change the pricing, even from demographics perspective, the customer perspective. So that by that way you give the best pricing for a customer, so that will help improve the maximize the profits. Okay. And the other one we wanted to talk about was dynamic content. So AI can be used to generate dynamic content for product descriptions, marketing materials, or any other content that you wanted to create on your website, making it more engaging and relevant for your product and customers. Okay. And logistics, we are going to talk more about in the operation side. So AI can also optimize logistic operations, not just the website operations. So like shipping or delivery. So there are lots of tools that are started, or like even companies like shipping companies have already started adopting lots of AI to device tools and IoT devices on their shipping and on the logistics, to reduce the shipping cost to the customers. Okay. Any questions? If you have any questions, could you please put it on the chat, please? Yeah. Okay. So I'll move on to the next one. So we talked about all the different areas where, or use cases where AI can help improve the customer experience on the e-commerce websites. So one of the top about all those things are the AI chatbots, which can be easily added to any e-commerce websites. So the modern chatbots have integrations, they already have integrations with most of the e-commerce platforms like Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Magento, Volution. All these chatbots, AI-powered chatbots, already have integrations, and even some of the chatbots, provide with some basic, fees, or even like a free trials. So it's pretty easy. If you wanted to start using AI immediately on your website, AI chatbot would be a very good start, for accessing the AI capabilities on your e-commerce website. Okay, so it can help in booking appointments, or answering the frequently asked questions, identifying the proper leads, and based on how the customer is browsing and where the customer is, the chatbot can throw different questions depending upon the customer behavior. If they are on a product page, it can ask specific questions related to that particular product page. If they are on the card or a checkout page, we can it can help them or ask them write the right questions, trying to understand what is stopping from them buying the products. So it can be used in lots of different ways dynamically, and get answers or help on the customer experience as well as from the conversion side. Okay. So we also wanted to talk, wanted to give you some, top AI-powered chatbots which are currently available in the market. RoundView is an AI-powered customer engagement platform that helps in converting visitors into customers, and it also automates almost 50% of your answers from the help desk as well as from the customer support perspective. Similarly, Zendesk is a widely used chat engine all across many e-commerce websites, and they have added a AI-based customer service experience platform. They have like both a native Zendesk and a AI-powered engine, so it can also help your agents with suggested, knowledge articles and solve common customer issues. And Intercom Fin is another AI-powered chatbot that provide similar functionalities. And similarly, Drift AI is more for B2B kind of businesses, where it helps create more personalized and engaging customer experiences when it comes to B2B kind of businesses. We will move on to the next one. The next area, what we are going to talk about is how AI can help on conversion rate optimization. So from starting from the design layout, content, and like user segmentations or devices. So there are lots of things that you can feed into an AI tool. It considered all these things and customer behaviors and where the customer buying patterns, and then it just gives them recommendations from navigations, or it can dynamically change the product images, or it can talk about, ask them right questions, or there are lots of things, AI tools can do on an e-commerce website, where, like from the engagement perspective and helping the customers on their journey, on their buying process. Okay. So for example, right, creating more personalized landing pages. Okay. So when it comes to e-commerce, customers come to your website across different channels. Like if you're doing an ad campaign, or if they're organically coming to your website through certain keyword research or keyword results, or through any social media channels or any promotional messages. So customers can, come to the website by all these different channels. So based on what channel they have reached into your website, so we can create more personalized landing pages and navigation flow for the customers. Okay, so so AI tools can also, to look into the customer personas. So they have some, if they're coming from a social media to the website, and AI chats can understand, the customer, social media behaviors, and based on that, it can still, give some product recommendations according to that, or it can create a navigation flow based on their previous buying history with the current website. Okay. So, for example, it considers each visitors individually, and it looks into their individual interest and attributes. And so a study shows that AI tool adaptations can improve the conversion rate up by minimum of 30%. Okay. And we also talked about sentiment analysis when I covered the customer experience. Based on, customer feedback and sentiments, we can, trying to understand what the customers are, feel about your products, whether they like it, whether they have issues on the pricing, whether they have issues on the shipping. So we can try to understand, the customers, sentiments, or whether they are comparing your product with another product in the market. And so, and especially when they compare, what specific features they're trying to compare, right? So we can understand all those kind of issues and answer questions, or we can do some campaigning around it to get more conversions from the if you know more about the customers, the better the product that you can serve, and the conversions are going to improve. And overall, the very important thing of AI is, like predicting the future, right? So AI can predict what customers are most likely to convert, or it can tell like this customer is most likely to buy this product. Okay. So based on lots of different scenarios, the buying behaviors, the browsing patterns, or the customer personas. So it can look into all those, kind of data, and it can predict what the customer would likely to buy or what would be the next customer action. Okay, so that is a very vital data. So if we could do it more with more accurate, prediction modeling, we can guide the customer, and it can definitely improve lots of conversion, value to the website. Okay, and A/B testing, right? I don't know. I just give a quick overview about A/B testing. So A/B testing is a scenario where you have like two different variations of a same product or an element or a page. Say, for example, you have created a landing page. There are two different variations for the same promotions. There are two different landing pages, and we can test whether we can make both the pages live at the same time, and we can show like 50% of the audience will see pattern A, and so 50% of the audience will see pattern B. So, and then we can compare the results between these two patterns, like these two landing pages, which is converting better. So, and then take more data-driven division, kind of decision on that. AI can make this process much simplifier. So like from landing pages, even we can test it with small variations, like for like a button or a text or whatever it might be. We can make small variations. These AI tools also help to determine what can be tested and how we can test it, or like what it also determines for which audience what to show, whether landing page A or landing page B, depending upon the customer, all the different personas. It shows the correct kind of pattern to the correct corresponding customer, and it also gives more accurate test results that will make your conversions go better. Okay. And we already talked about product recommendations in the previous customer experience. I'll skip that. Image optimization. So images are the most critical thing when it comes to e-commerce, especially when it comes to B2C side of things. So you have to have proper images with different variations of images, because images are the ones that is going to convey the language of your product, or it is going to create a sentiment about your product when people see your images. So there are lots of image optimization tools, that AI powered tools that are being available in the market, where you upload your images, you try to set some kind of like through text you can tell I want the background of this kind of I want a background of white color, or I wanted to put this image on a table on an office table and show how it will look like. So you can just text those things, and you can create a completely optimized image with those backgrounds, or lots of values to it. So it is kindly reducing lots of manual effort from the design perspective, where a designer has to sit, he has to create a PSD file or a Photoshop work. So these AI engines are trying to reduce those effort to a greater extent. People have already said, like lots of customers have already started using these image optimization tools. Which most of the tools have like a free version as well as like a paid version. So you can start exploring. We will also give you some recommendations of image optimization tools that you can use for your products. Okay. And reducing your cart abandonments. So these AI tools can, and as we've been talking all along, it's going to help you understand the customer sentiments, and it's going to help predict the next action of your customers. Through those things, we can understand what the customer is trying to do, or what, say for example, if a customer is staying for a longer period of time on the checkout process. Okay, so these tools knows that there is some issue on the checkout, that the customer is having a question or is not taking the next step. Okay, so for example, it might be a shipping issue, or it might be a question with the payment. So depending upon where the customer is, or where the mouse of the customer is kind of staying for a longer period of time, or the scroll actions, so we can throw a pop-up or ask a question through the chat, trying to understand, what we can do to, help the customer on reducing, now to solve their problem. And if the customer answers saying that, hey, I feel that the shipping cost is more, you can talk about, the different other options that you currently have. Or you can also do, even more upselling. Like you can talk about, if you buy this product together, you get the same shipping rate, but you have like two different product to the cart. So you will have a free shipping, or you have a, less shipping rate. So those kind of messaging will help boost your conversions. Okay. We also covered dynamic pricing on the customer side of things. So I'm going to skip that. So any questions there on the conversion rate optimization? Use cases of AI. Okay. So I'll move on. So these are some of the AI powered tools that are available to improve your conversions. PathMonk is a CRO tool which help in automatic conversion improvements, retargeting, and on carbon footprint offsetting. And similarly, Unbounce is an AI-powered landing page builder that helps you build landing pages, write copies, and optimize your campaigns. And Unbounce also has a feature of creating images. Okay, so Unbounce also helps you in A/B testing and heat map analysis and all those things. Okay. Evolve AI is another AI-powered conversion optimization tool, so that creates more personalized experience across various channels and touch points. Okay, so for example, if the customer is coming from an email marketing campaign, it creates a different kind of an experience to them. So it depends upon where the customer is, customers like their behaviors. It kind of creates more personalized channel experience. Okay. And again, like this outranking is a survey tool that helps you to get user feedback and insights on your website. And it also uses AI to consolidate all the different feedbacks from the customers, and it gives you recommendations that needs to be done on the website that might improve your conversions. Okay. Next, we are going to talk about sales and marketing, how AI tools can help on the sales and marketing side. Okay. So the other important thing is content. So when it comes to sales and marketing, it's all about content and, like the optimization from the SEO standpoint and all those things. Okay. AI can help in generating high quality and SEO friendly content. It can analyze your existing content, identify the gaps, and provide recommendations. With generative AI, tools like ChatGPT, Bard, people have started using it on a day-to-day basis these days. You can create content, more accurate content on a faster rate. With if you know what you wanted, it's easy to create a content these days with all this generative AI engines. Okay. And we also these tools also have on the background, they use an NLP, which is called natural language processing. That's a kind of an AI model. So so these tools understand your in search, like your text that you're putting in, and the queries that you're putting in, and gives a response based on or a content or a keyword research. You can do lots of things through these tools. Okay. SEO optimization can be done, like for example, keyword research. AI powered tools can analyze larger amount of data, vast amounts of data, to identify the right keywords and search trends across your customers. And based on that trends and search results, it can give you the proper high potential keywords that you can optimize on your website content according to your specific product or targeted audiences. Okay. And optimizing your image and video, like as I said earlier, there are lots of tools where you can create images at a faster pace, and also with more effective backgrounds or accuracy and quality. So you can create more improved image and faster images, and yes, video creations can be done through these tools. Okay. And the link building. So AI tools can identify the right, authoritative websites that would be relevant for your business, and they can give recommendations of those websites where you can do the link building activities for your website to bring in more qualified, authoritative traffic to the website. Okay. And from the marketing perspective, these AI tools can easily, through their algorithms, they can identify the audience sentiments, and it can do a proper analysis, and they can segment the customers into proper groups, so that you can start your campaigns across those groups. More personalized campaigns you can create for those group of people. Okay. And also you can automate lots of day-to-day manual activities, like social media posting. When you post your content on your website, so these AI tools can automatically generate the posting contents for respective for the channel. It can create a separate and it can create a different content for Facebook posting. It will create a different content for LinkedIn posting. It will create a different image for an Instagram posting or a TikTok. So there are tools that automatically, based on your content type and on your content that you've created, it automatically creates the posting content for these different social media platforms. And you can also set automated timers where you can post this on the social media platforms. Okay, so that will reduce lots of effort, and you can continuously start posting content. Okay. And these AI tools also helps on lots on the bid optimization. If you're doing like Google paid ads or any other social media ads, the PPC campaigns. So I mean, Google has already adopted bid optimization like smart bids. So you can leverage lots of these bid optimization tools for your PPC campaigns, like pay per click campaigns. Okay. We wanted to focus mostly on the SEO side here, just to understand, how you can change your SEO game quite easily through these tools. So starting from keyword research, AI can be used for keyword research and finding the best keywords. And using those keywords, you can create content. You can create a content strategy and create content on your website. And based on the content, you can use to get more traffic by personalizing the content. So it's like once you've created the content, you can constantly update the content based on the keyword, constant changes in the market, and that will help your ranking for showing new opportunities and trends. And most of these processes can be automated through these AI tools. Okay. Like for example, like repetitive tasks like creating meta tags, site maps, and monitoring backlinks. All these can be automated through these AI tools. Okay. And if you're doing a local SEO marketing, AI tools can optimize your local SEO campaigns. And which is like, for example, chatbots can also, talk to your customer 24/7 and detect changes in the local search algorithms and adjust the SEO strategy accordingly. Okay. As I said earlier, for link building, you can identify more authoritative websites that can link to your content. These AI tools can analyze the search data, competitor backlinks, and the proper topics that you have to create content on the other websites. It can give you suggested article topics and suggested article keywords or contents that you can create on the other websites, the link building websites. Okay. Any questions? I'll stop here if you have any questions. Okay. So these are some of the AI tools on the SEO side. SEMrush, Ahrefs, Surfer, Majestic, all these have already adopted AI for content creations, keyword analysis, bid management. So they have already adopted lots of AI techniques for on these tools. Okay. The last part that we're going to cover is the business operations, starting from inventory management. AI can analyze historical sales data, market trends, and external factors to forecast demands accurately. Okay, like top ERPs like SAP, Oracle SAP, NetSuite, or Info, they've already started adopting these tools. So you can use these tools to optimize your inventory levels, reduce stockouts, and avoid overstocking. Okay. and like AI tools can also optimize the supply chain by predicting delivery times, identifying any potential bottlenecks during the supply chain operations, and suggesting most efficient routes for shipping and logistics. So this results in a faster delivery times and reduce your operational cost and improves your customer satisfaction. Okay. And through these AI chatbots, you can create more automated customer support, like virtual assistant, 24/7 customer support for like to answering customer inquiries, processing orders, and provide instant support. Okay. And fraud detection and security, AI can detect fraudulent activities and transactions by analyzing patterns and anomalies in customer behavior. You can also mitigate risks prior and enhance, from the payment part, you can increase the security as well. Okay. You can do lots of process automation, like repetitive tasks, like for example, order processing, data entry, and inventory updates, or wherever you feel lots of tasks that requires lots of human intervention, and even from quality control and inspection perspective, where you do lots of repetitive tasks, those can be automated through these AI tools and engines. Okay. And of course, predictive analytics, which is a very critical piece of AI. So you can predict, things like customer behaviors, preferences, future purchases, and then depending upon that, we can, improve the personalized. We can create more targeted marketing campaigns to your customers, and also, you can improve the business operation functionality when it comes to through predicting the next action of your customers. Okay, so that's the major 4 parts that we wanted to cover, like customer experience, conversion rate optimization, sales and marketing, and business operations. So these are the 4 crucial areas. And if you wanted to start doing implement AI tools to your website, we would definitely would like to start with your website. We can do you can check where the things like on the landing pages what we can do, or like adding a chat engine for the improving your customer experience, from the conversion rate, how we can reduce your abandoned cart. These are the areas that we can quickly see how we can leverage these tools to reduce or improve your customer satisfaction and conversions. Okay. There are also these AI tools comes up with a few challenges and limitations that we need to consider, which we feel in future, some of these challenges will be addressed because there are lots of researches are happening. The first thing is human creativity and intuitions. So though these the contents or images or whatever that's being created through these AI tools, they will lack the human creativity and intuitions. So that is still there. That's been a lot. It's kind of a debate, and also from the ethical perspective, there are lots of things that we need to consider. So this is still an evolving area that AI modeling is still they are doing lots of research, and they're creating more accurate data models to avoid these. Okay. And technical complexities. Lots of AI tools are pretty expensive at this stage, but there are tools that are still can be used. But and most of the cases, these AI tools are not just a plug and play. You have to do some kind of optimization to your existing platforms or customizations to your existing platform. That's add a little more complexity, but that's another thing that we have to evaluate. We have to choose the right tool for your e-commerce platform or your business. And of course, there's not going to AIs are not going to have an emotional connection. So with your customers, it's just going to answer based on all the patterns and behaviors. So there's lack of emotional connection as well. But these are challenges, are definitely things are being addressed with more data and more models being generated. It's pretty positive that these challenges will be reduced in the upcoming versions of AI. Okay. And also, we could see these are future trends to watch out for. I mean, these are getting more traction, and people will start using this like in future, like voice search and voice shopping, like tools like devices like Alexa or Google Voice. People are using you started using creating shopping lists through these tools. So voice-based shopping is something that's going to be in near future would be a bigger one. And visual shopping, like instead of typing in search, say if a customer uploads an images or say that I want a similar product similar to this, more personalized product creation through visual shopping is kind of getting traction. And similarly, omni-channel product discovery. So brands can leverage AI to understand customer intent and deliver relevant and personalized product information across different channels at different touch points for the customers. Okay, creating an omni-channel experience for your customers. Okay. So yeah, those are the trends to watch for. I'll just pause here for a second for any questions.
I do have a question. I'm sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
So is there any limitation to AI with it being able to pinpoint certain values that a business has and matching that value with the value of a consumer? Like when consumers are value shopping, if that makes sense?
Yeah, there are certain limitations, but see, most of the AI tools they analyze the data specific to your website and your products and your audiences. So I think that is something that can be answered with your analysis. Though they do a competitor analysis, that the analysis they are going to do on your website will not be shared with any of your competitions or any their analysis is not going to be shared with you. So it's pretty much the data that you have on your website and your audiences is what that's going to really matters when it comes to AI modeling.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And these are some of our services and products. TheCommerceShop is our primary brand where we do comprehensive development and marketing solutions. And we have started adopting all these AI tools for both on our development effort and marketing effort. And we are partners with Shopify, ecommerce, WooCommerce, and Magento. We leverage all these AI tools with our existing customers on these platforms. And RoundView is one of our products. It's an AI-powered customer support chatbot. For all the audiences here, we can also give a trial version. If you're interested, while we are sending the materials, you can reply back. There is a promo code. You can use that and you can have a trial version and try it using for a 30-day trial period as well, the RoundView chatbots. Okay. Colin, you want to talk about?
Yeah, sure. So this is pretty much the end. We're just going to send you an email after this. If you'd like us to run that free audit from the Commerce Shop, either your SEO, your PPC, conversion optimization, performance or maintenance, pretty much anything that you can, that you're focusing on in-house. We'll just send us the e-commerce 100 code, and you can either get that free audit or the month-long RoundView trial. All right, any other questions there, everyone? All right, I really appreciate everyone joining us, and hopefully we hear from you again soon. Thank you for coming, guys.